You're watching Theme Park Worldwide, where today I'm back here at Paultons Park on the construction site for their new area for 2020. It is, of course, Tornado Springs. All throughout last year, we were coming down here to the construction site, filming updates, and that is set to continue up until the area opens in May 2020. And as you can see, I'm currently standing underneath Storm Chaser, the Mack Ride spinning coaster, where a lot of work has actually progressed with some of the theming, as you can see there just behind me. Now, you know me, I love it when it comes to the overall experience of themed areas, and that's something that Paultons Park are really thinking about when it comes to Tornado Springs. And this is just some of the theming that you're going to see in this video today. Since I was last here, like the second week of December, so much work has been done, mostly on the theming in the area. Don't get me wrong, a lot of other work has progressed in other areas of the site, but it's the theming, just from walking around, that really stands out to me this time, and I can't wait to share that with you in this video. Starting off with the rocks that we can see just behind, I mean, I think they look fantastic. It's something that just didn't need to be there, but they've put it in because it adds to the experience of it. It's not like housing any like cables or covering anything, it's just there because it wants to look nice in the area, you know, it just fits with the overall feel of it, and that's what you're going to really see in this video. Of course, a lot of the updates last year, we saw the track going in, initially the foundations for the coaster, the buildings, the gyro swing, we followed all of that, and now as we come a few months away from this area opening, you can really start to see the area coming together. So anyway, let's get started. Let's go for a little walk around the construction site, starting off by taking a look at some of the rockwork theming here around Storm Chaser. So in our previous on-site construction update from Tornado Springs, some of the framework was starting to go into place for these rocks. And I must say, now that they're nearly complete, I think they look absolutely fantastic. Of course, from an on-ride perspective, they're going to create a really nice near-miss element when you're going around that lower part of the coaster. And from off-ride, of course, it looks visually pleasing, and I think they look fantastic, to be honest. They've done a really good job with the overall quality of them, and quantity as well. There's quite a lot there in that lower portion of the ride. They've also put some in as well on the side to sort of cover up some of the foundations there that hold the supports for Storm Chaser. So I'm really liking those. Some of the landscaping here is also starting to go into place now underneath the coaster. You can see how they've put some fresh soil down there, and some of the planting has started to go in. Now, a lot of theming's got into place since I was last here. Starting off, you've got some animals that they've put in at the side just there. Again, there's going to be all landscaping. You can see how it's marked out there on the floor, but it gives you a bit of an idea on how the overall finish is going to be under the coaster. You can see there as well, looks like the train tracks are sort of going off to the side, down towards the coaster. And here you can see as well the start of some buildings that are actually going in just off to the side between Storm Chaser and also the railroad track. Now, the coaster station looks absolutely awesome. All of the scaffolding has now come down on there, which means we get a really nice view at some of the theming and details that have been put onto there. Now, of course, in many of these videos I've been talking about the theming, but especially in this one, where we really get to see how much has been done since I was last there. Now, MK Themed Attractions are the company that are actually producing all of this theming, and I must say they're doing a fantastic job at getting it right, the rustic feel to it. So yeah, I just wanted to give those guys a mention, and hopefully in a future video we'll be able to chat with some of the guys from MK about the work they've done on Tornado Springs. But yeah, you've just seen more shots there of the station area before seeing the second play area that has now been installed on the construction site there as well. As you can see, it's got a slide on there, some covered areas as well, and as you can see there from the drone shot looking down on it, it's quite a big play area. Over now towards Al's Auto Academy, where they've really started to think about the infrastructure here with the curbstones. I was struggling to sort of realise the scale of this ride until this visit, but now the curbstones are in, gives you a good idea on how much area there's going to be for this driving school attraction. And as you can see there, the curbstones have started to go in around some of the rest of the area as well. This is more out toward the main road, Route 83 itself, that will go straight through the heart of this themed area. Just inside the queue line there for Al's Auto Academy, you've got a big car that's covered up there, some shelves that's going to have all theming on, and that's really starting to come together inside there as well. Just on the outside then, again, just shows you more the scale there of this driving school, and some more theme in there, waiting to go into place somewhere in Tornado Springs. Moving on then from that to the entrance sign. Now, as you can see, this is huge. You've got to have like a really nice sort of entrance sign to an area. They've got it with Lost Kingdom at Paultons Park, with all the rocks. This is going to be completely different, and it's this big steel structure with theming at the sides, and of course you're going to have the sign in the middle. And here you can see it laid out on the floor just before it went into place. Now, on the day I was there, it did go into place in the afternoon, and you'll see some footage of that in just a moment. But yeah, you've got like the car there, you've got the cactus, a little animal in there. It looks really, really nice. There's a bell. Is that like a little mailbox on the side? And then there you go. There it is in place in Tornado Springs. So, of course, you're going to have Storm Chaser running above it, and I think it's going to look fantastic. Another look at there, one of these signs in the area with directional signage to the different attractions. Look at the facade now on the huge building at the back. Of course, you're going to have the gift shop in there for the area, and also the Route 83 diner. Look at the sofa on the roof. That's cool, isn't it? Along with that as well, you've got like some of the different lines up there on some of the posts, and also as well, you've got the gas pumps out the front as well, or as we would say, the petrol pumps. That's a little look inside the gift shop. As you can see, they're currently boarding out all the walls. It's starting to come together now in there. That's the biggest part of this project, really, the interior of this. It's a huge building, and this is a look inside the Route 83 diner itself. You can see there some of the details starting to go in already. You got a really nice wooden cladding all the way round. You've got like the archway. There's actually going to be self-service tills in there where you'll be able to order on a screen and then pick up your order, and then that will be all the seating area that we can see there as well. Of course, you've got that window that looks out towards the area as well, and of course you've got the windows at the side. There's also going to be this outdoor patio area that is going to be covered as well, so there's some more covered seating. It's good to see they've really thought about this, especially with how our weather gets here in the UK. Themed toilets, so here we go. The building already looks great before, but they're starting to add some theming onto the toilets, or should I say restrooms, as we're in America with this. And there, yeah, I think that looks really good. Some more theming on the top there as well. And as we pan over to the right, you can start to see the signage there for the Cyclonator. This will be the entrance to the queue line. Again, all done by MK themed attractions. It looks fantastic. A shot there from the drone. I mean, look at that, from an aerial perspective. And actually lucky enough to have a bit of an exclusive for you now, some testing footage of the Cyclonator in action. This Zamperla Discovery, it's a gyro swing, and you know what? From this testing footage, it certainly looks like it's going to be a pretty intense experience. So here's some footage of the Cyclonator in action. Well, I must say, I think the Cyclonator looks absolutely epic. I really feel like it's going to be a great installation, a thrill ride going into Paultons Park. The views from it are going to be great. It looks like it's going to run on a good cycle too. Moving on then over to the Windmill Towers. Not too much change over here since last time. However, they've started to add some more decor onto some of the buildings. You can see there it says water treatment on a couple of the sides there on one of the buildings. And you've got some of the woodwork down the bottom there, and also some bricks as well. Buffalo Falls entrance signage has also arrived on the site. This looks really nice. I'm loving the sort of tiered design to this. The fact that Buffalo's raised up, Falls is a bit further back, and you got some other little bits of theming on there as well. But that looks great. Finally then, let's talk about the trekking tractors. This was a ride that was already at Paultons Park, but they're retheming it and bringing it all into Tornado Springs. You can see here they're doing a lot of work to some of the buildings around there, and they've completely resprayed all of the tractors there to just give them more of a rustic feel. And there's some more additions going in around the ride. I've been told a lot of theming is going into place around there. So I look forward to seeing that when it's all complete. Of course, there's quite a lot of green space there as well that does also fit with the whole theme of the tractors anyway, but they'll be adding in some more theming as we get closer towards the opening in May. And again, there you can see from the drone a little bit higher up and also across the rest of the area. I love that shot there, of course, from the coaster and back towards the Cyclonator, and then just an aerial shot there of Tornado Springs as well. I must say, Lawrence is brilliant at flying his drone and get some absolutely awesome shots. I wish that I had a drone to fly or could fly a drone. But yeah, Lawrence there got some brilliant shots, and a big thank you to him for letting us use them in this construction update. So as you've seen throughout the video, the theming has really progressed down here on the Tornado Springs construction site. The level of detail is fantastic, and just some of the smaller things walking around the site that you really start to notice. Little things like, of course, you've got like the sofa up on the roof. That looks fantastic on the roof of the diner. Along with that as well, you've got like the toilet that's on the roof of the station building for Storm Chaser. So many smaller details. I really feel like you're going to have to spend a good few hours walking around this area just to really take in all the details. And you've got to think, yeah, we're still a long way away from the area being complete, but already it's coming together really well. But anyway, I'm about to get rained off, I think. It's, yeah, luckily, every time I seem to come down here, the sun does normally come out from our visits, but yeah, it seems like I've not been quite as lucky this time. But once again, thank you very much to Paultons Park for having us down here looking at the latest construction. We'll be back again probably towards the end of February for another update. It seems like over the next few weeks, a lot of sort of focus is going to be on the tarmac of the area, so maybe next time we'll start to see that going into place. Of course, we've seen the testing footage there as well of the Cyclonator, and it looks absolutely awesome. I feel like it's going to be a very intense ride experience, and I'm certainly looking forward to getting onto there. But anyway, before I get too wet, thank you very much for watching Theme Park Worldwide and other updates here from Tornado Springs at Paultons Park. Of course, make sure you follow all of the official Paultons Park social media channels, and from me, Sean Sandbrook, that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later.